I think you guys were timing it the whole time.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh
Okay,
no.
one fell on the ground somewhere over here.
We're missing 2.
2?
Oh no.
They fell in there.
I'm about to have a heart attack.
All right, so yesterday I had to make a day trip to California. You'll see that later. I was in California for 1 hour and 17 minutes. Total? Literally. Well, I mean, I was there for 5 hours, but I was 2 hours in traffic one way. I was there for 1 hour and 17 minutes, 2 hours back, got on a plane and flew home. So we were only there for 1 hour and 17 minutes. The boss and them are doing such a great job taking this apart. I'm not even gonna interfere. I'm gonna let them finish getting it all apart. I have a collision job to hurry up and finish. Yeah, this should be torn down to where we can take it up sandblasting when we pick up the body.
Okay, I'm just gonna jump start on it. I wanna help Demri by undoing the brake lines and the e-brake.
Just taking all the brake lines off. And then we'll take everything else off. Alright, so I'm gonna try and get this one loosened, but we might have to wait and take this off first to get to the nut. Nope, we don't.
And I think that's fuel line.
Wait, which one?
Just this bottom
This is
one right here.
brakes, right?
Yeah. So you got that one, and then the other ones are holding the other 2, the brake lines and the
fuel line.
fuel return line.
That's a lot of work. Alright, this is the last one on this side. I feel like this is not even the same size. Because it's just rusted a lot more.
So I'm continuing the brake line brackets that's on this engine cradle. So that way Demri can start unbolting the engine cradle. And there's so much goo and stuff under there. I had to clean it off to be able to get a socket on it. So much, but yet so little left.
Not much left.
As Robbie said, 3/4 of a truck. Or a frame.
I'm just taking off the motor mounts now.
And she stole her impact that I was using, so now I'm back to the analog way.
Yep. Analog.
I'm not on. Fighting to get it on. And you're taking off.
You can rip your finger off.
There's workman's comp. Here you go.
It's on?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep. You're not.
No, I'm not. Is it on?
Yep. Okay, we're done.
Oh, I thought that was going to be hard to take off.
That would have sucked if it would have, they would have came right to my teeth. My perfect grill.
We'll take these 2 bolts out, and then this motor mount will be uninstalled.
Expertly removed.
Uninstalled. Left one. Just left. Yep. Uninstalled. All right. So next I'm taking off. What did you say this was?
Engine cradle.
What is it? But I think like a lot of people call it a cross member.
Just like Sean was saying, it's called engine cradle just because once you drop it, the suspension, it cradles all the suspension.
Ready?
Yep.
Might have to get the big gun
I
out.
need the big one.
What percentage is your battery at? It might just be dead.
1.
Hey, yep. New battery will make big difference.
New battery installed.
It's turning.
Yep, it did help. Okay, that's burning.
Smoking hot. That's off of,
The mask.
yep.
So these nuts are welded, so we're gonna have to take it off from the inside of this. That smoke.
Smoking.
That smoke with dust.
I think it's dust. Rust dust.
Rust dust.
Rust dust.
Hillbilly, is dirt and dust the same thing?
No. Dust is a finer version of dirt.
But is it dirt?
Yeah? Because without dirt, you wouldn't have dust.
Well, without dust, you wouldn't have dirt.
It's kind of like the question, what came first, the chicken or the egg? You gotta have a chicken to have an egg, but you have to have an egg to have a chicken.
I just still think about dinosaurs. I don't really know.
Well, that was out of left field.
I've got an extension, a wobbly, and a socket. Is that
And my face is right by that, so if something breaks, I'm getting knocked in the face.
Maybe we should have a
Do a
shield.
little.
Oh, you're...
You didn't get knocked out.
Don't jinx me just yet. We still have 5 more to go.
Were you singing I'm Sorry, Miss Jackson?
It's been stuck in my head, and I forgot about it until just now. Thanks, Demri.
How's it go?
Sorry, Miss Jackson. This is for real.
Oh, what's next?
I didn't mean to make your daughter cry. I apologize.
1,000 times?
I think it's 1,000 times.
I don't know. That's the kind of music my mom used to listen to.
Once we get this, it'll fall.
I don't know how to just loosen.
I'll tell you when to stop. That's not the right way.
Man, this one's tight.
Yeah.
You don't need this gun when we have Hillbilly, but he still can't defeat a silverback gorilla.
Give me a couple months of going to the gym and then I'll be back to my prime days.
Then you'll try it out.
Ow! Mama!
Have you ever went to the gym before, Hillbilly?
Yeah.
We went and hung out with a guy named Jim.
I had an Uncle Jim.
Yeah, we're there all the time.
We're good now.
Oh, yeah.
I had an Uncle Jim.
No, but I've actually been to a workout gym.
Ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Did I break something?
No, you just popped out.
It's looking a little rough in there.
Well, it's been burned out on.
I think it's going in. I broke it.
No.
We've got all but 2 bolts sticking out of the cross membrane.
Ah!
Oh! How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Here, but take one for the team.
Oh gosh.
Heavy? Looks pretty stout.
It's stout. It's not heavy.
Ooh, that was easy. Oh, we're just getting the transmission crossmember off. Then we're gonna take it to Sean because something wore a hole in this, like
At one point, it had a bad transmission mount.
like some gashes. So we're gonna have him weld it.
And this one's all the way through. Like,
That's weird.
bad transmission mount.
Side to side shimmying.
For years.
We're not open with it.
Well, I'm just gonna set this here. When you are open, can you weld this?
Wow.
Yeah.
You ever seen that?
I've never seen that. Oh, the mount shot, and that's
Yeah.
the upper part of the metal, and it
That's
wore
that.
right through it. Wow. That's crazy.
So whenever you're open.
Okay. That's crazy. That must have been bad for a long time.
Yeah.
I think the last thing that me and you took to Sean on a project that we was working on was that lower valence for the Pasha that looked like a pretzel.
That was yeah.
That's why he says he's not open.
We bring in the really
We
interesting
bring him
stuff.
bad.
Demri walked in, he's like, we're not open.
All right, so we are now working on the back of the Blazer frame. We got one shock out. Not a shock. Yep.
Yep.
And we're gonna get the other shock out.
Then we're doing trailing arms, undoing them off the axle. Or no, the sway link, then the trailing arms. I don't know where this washer came from, but it's a big washer.
That was not on there. The long old screw.
You need some big old pliers?
I need to just raise it up a little bit and
Or do you want a pry
pressure
bar?
on it.
Yeah.
This is rear springs.
How do we get the top one out?
You gotta run an extension up through the center of here. So now we move to this other side. It's going.
It is?
Yeah.
Baby shark word?
Don't put that in my head next.
You go from, sorry, Miss Jackson.
I watched a TikTok and a girl said that she got decapitated by a shark, but her head was still on. So how does that work?
Stuff that is not real.
Can you be decapitated without your head coming up?
No, decapitating
You can
is
get
to take your head off.
scalped.
Or no, because decapitating doesn't just mean head. Because your arm can get decapitated, your legs can get decapitated.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it doesn't mean
You sure about that?
decapitating doesn't mean a certain part of the body. It just means to remove of.
Cutting off the head from the rest of the body. It does mean that.
Oh wow, I was wrong.
Great conversation today.
She lied. She lied to all of TikTok. Ooh.
What?
Ooh. Little baby's running out of fuel.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Maybe we should be a band next.
No.
I think so.
Yeah, you're kind of tone deaf.
We need to get you a karaoke. I want to see you karaoke, Hillbilly.
Negative, Ghost Rider. Let's see you little guys. See if he'll break this loose.
What loose?
Yeah, sway link.
What are you talking about? Wait, is this tightening it or loosening it?
That's listening.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
What'd you do? Grab her the shortest breaker bar?
That's a lot of work. Was that what we were trying to get off?
There's one piece.
What's next?
This one. Ah!
Is that your hand?
Almost. These watches are holding on. There's one watch to the left that's holding it.
What is this called?
U-bolt.
Oh gosh. That was easier than I thought it was gonna be. Looks really rusted anyway. All that for that little thing?
Yep. Now we gotta spin this.
Definitely kicked the last one.
I didn't kick, I just pushed.
Push with
Ah, you got it!
Oh yeah.
really freaking stuck on there.
There you go, you're getting it.
Con wasn't closed for very long. Thank you. Holy freaking crap! This is really stuck on there.
The gun might get it now.
I feel like it's not moving at all.
Pull on yourself.
So I was trying to get this. Is it a bolt?
U-bolt.
It's a bolt. Wait, what is it? A nut or is it a
And
bolt?
not on a U-bolt.
So I was trying to get this nut off, and Colton tried to help me, and Colton even is struggling. He even like fell.
You broke it.
Now we're gonna try this little gun and see if it's gotten loose at all, but I don't know.
It's not moving.
No, it's not. We're gonna have to bring in some hillbilly power. Hillbilly?
Me?
Yep. It's Hillbilly's turn. I bet he'll get it. But it's really, really tight.
I think you guys were tightening it the whole time.
For real?
For realsies. Because this is off,
But we were using this one.
and you put it on here, and I gotta pull it my way. You guys were tightening it, not loosening it.
I asked if this was the right way.
Jeez Louise. Now it's like super tight. Oh. Oh yeah, look at that, one arm. It helps when we go the right direction. Colton!
I'm just learning.
That's why I'm yelling at Colton. He's not just learning, he knows better.
He knows righty tighty lefty loosey.
Yeah. Hey, Colton, you wanna know the bad news?
What?
I didn't struggle a bit to get that nut off.
Well, you're.
Because I loosened it.
Was I tightening it?
Yes!
It makes sense now because I pulled it. I was cranking that thing, getting it tight.
I asked, is this the right way? This is what's wrong. You're using the wrong camera.
It's almost there. It's so. Oh, there we go.
It had to be the pink camera. Now this can roll away.
Yippers.
We're almost done. We have like 5 more things to take off.
That's it.
That's it. And this thing is going to Kevin's.
So should we stop now and start a different project?
Yeah,
Because they're always saying we never finish projects.
seems right.
Who says this isn't a 2-person job? Okay.
Wait, who said that? It's like,
It's a new trend going around on TikTok.
I never know if it's falling out or not.
We're gonna have to remake all these.
Sock it, bit.
Tell him.
He was like, huh, this is faster than this.
The time it took to
This
find a
is faster
socket.
than this.
The time it took to find a socket, you already had all those done.
It literally took him 5 seconds to get that bolt out. So
Dunzo Washington.
all stripped. It's lunchtime, so it's after lunch.
Okay, just like that, we're back from lunch. I want to start by taking these tires off these rims because we're taking them up to get them sandblasted and probably powder coated white, I think Robbie was saying or something. I don't know for sure. I just know that he told me that we need to get them the tires off these rims. So I already took the beauty rings off, so now I'm taking these center hubcaps off. I think we should polish them because they clean up.
Yeah.
I think that look good cleaned up. So I'm gonna get these off. Okay, I can't find the valve stem tool. So,
Do it that way. Now remove these anyway. You know, sandblast them. So
I think you enjoy that a little too much, Willie. It kind of scares me.
what?
Ripping valve stems off.
You better watch your car.
You probably could have saved these valve stems, put them in the trekker. Just kidding.
Wow. It's been a minute since I ran this machine. Had to do a little refresher. Boom. Now I grab this tool.
That's just Crisco, right?
You want to see if it tastes like Crisco? I'll let you.
It looks easy, Hillbilly.
This machine makes it easy. These are some very stiff tires. Like very thick sidewall tires. Like very thick sidewalls. Okay. Oh wow, I'm sweaty.
Been watching Cops?
I guess. I got the rear axle moved up front, got jack stands underneath it. So now, tire spins freely. I'm gonna take these tires off and go break them down and get rubber off the rims. Watch these be seized on there to where you have to sit there and hit it real hard and it starts to slide.
Not good enough for like a reverse donkey kick from Hillbilly.
Well, I don't want to shoot the axle across the shop.
That's true. Nope. That one just
Pop of a knee. Colton's gonna take these over and he's gonna get them broke down and take off the rim. Think you can do it, Colton?
perfect. I can
No.
valve stems off.
I'll take them over and try and get these done.
All right, so Demri and Hillbilly.
Hold on. Do you know? I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Ooh, I am for real. No, I
Then
don't.
what's next?
Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
He knows.
He knows it. We thought it was either 1,000 or 100.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
You must have jammed out to that song a lot.
No, I'm just an adult. It's a trillion.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had to look it up to figure it
I
out.
just say it again.
We had to look it up to figure
gonna
out
look
what
it
it really was.
Oh, come on. Are there any 90s babies out there?
I am.
I'm an 80s baby. They're 90s.
Early 2000s
Anyway,
kid.
You know what? Let's get back on track here, okay? So the boss did a fantabulous job, and I feel like you guys should drop some comments and let her know how good she did. With the guidance and help of Mr. Hillbilly. So anyway, we got the frame all torn apart. All we need to do is get this up powder trim coatings. We're gonna have Kevin sandblast it. We're gonna bring it back, and then we're gonna build new suspension, front and rear. We're building this thing right. And in order to do it right, it's gotta be taken down to bare bones.
Let's get everything loaded. Go up to Kevin's for sandblasting.
All right, so we are dropping off the boss's blazer frame. Oh, look. Do you guys want a puppy? Because I don't, but they have beautiful puppies at powder trim coatings.
if you hit it, hit the hook.
We've got the frame dropped off. Now we're just getting the other pieces and parts to have sandblasted. Are these wheels? Is that what they're called?
Wheels, rims.
Rims. He wants them white.
All right, so last week, the boss got the frame all the way disassembled, got Owen headed up to get the rest of the blazer stuff and bring it back so we can get working on it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be working on the Pacer because we have LS Fest to attend, and this is Sunday, so hopefully you guys came out and said what's up, because it was actually a couple days ago in YouTube land. But anyway, we got our brand new engine from Golen back. We got our dry sump from Peterson, and we've got our oil pan from LME. We got a bunch of stuff we got to put into the engine, get the engine in, and get it done by Wednesday so we can leave. We all got a lot of stuff to do. Let's just get to work. All right, so this is a LSX block, and it's a 440. So it's got the Golen 6-bolt head. It's got all the good stuff. Look at that, LSX. This thing is gonna be so sick. So we're going dry sump, and with the dry sump, you have to run the oil pump off of a cog drive. So we got our new hub that we're putting onto the crank, and that's gonna run the dry sump. So as soon as I get that installed, we'll flip this over, and we've got an awesome oil pan from LME that we're gonna be putting on. This is approved from a very skilled engine builder. Okay, he said after you put the anti-seize on, give it a little tappy before you pull it on. So We're using our food grade anti-seize. The silver stuff is lost. I think Hillbilly took it home. If you look at it wrong, it'll go home with you. See this? You can't do that with the silver stuff. So this is approved. This is an approved method for installation. Just to get it started. And we're not going to crank it in with that. Now we're going to use our proper installation tool. We'll get this all going, and then we'll crank it in. Hillbilly! Yeah? Did you hear that? Hear what?
Daga.
Tight. See, and then you stop. It's the weirdest thing ever. I'll flip this over and put the oil pan on. You guys are gonna like the oil pan. But there is some things we have to do. I've got to plug an oil galley. We'll show you. All right, Hillbilly, find me some to catch it. This is like really good oil.
Are you gonna put it back in the engine?
Probably not.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the deal. I pulled the front pump off.
Wait, people are asking about Hector.
Hector! Come here!
Hi,
Everybody,
everybody.
I love you.
I love you.
You like your job still?
Yes, man. I love my jefe.
All right, there's Hector. Hector's going to LS Fest with us. So, if you guys were there, you saw him. Anyway, we are going from a wet sump oiling system to a dry sump system. So you have to pull your front oil pump, you have to pull your windage tray, your pickup tube, your oil pan, and then you have to put 3 block offs in. So you got to put your oil, I guess this would be your scavenge. It's where it pulls. No, that's where it pressurizes, is right there. So we're blocking that off. And then we're going to put our new pressure right here, right there. That's going to pressurize our block. That's going to block it off. That's what I got told. And then we're putting here. So we're going to get 2 9/16 freeze plugs and a 1/2 inch freeze plug. And we're going to come in, we're going to tap them, then we're going to chisel them, and then we're going to put the front cover back on, then we're going to put the oil pan back on, and then we're going to dry sump the world.
Wait, so dry sump does not mean no oil?
No, dry sump means that you're pulling oil from an external reservoir through a pump system, pressurizing your block, scavenging the oil, and putting it back into the tank externally.
So Gigi shouldn't blow up like it did last time.
No, because if Gigi blows up, it's your fault.
My fault?
Your fault.
Why my fault?
Why would it be my fault?
I don't even drive Gigi.
Well,
How can it
maybe
be
you
my fault?
Maybe it's time for you.
Oh! He just dropped some.
Hillbilly, give me a magnet right now.
Right now. Oh, another one. I don't see those anywhere. Oh no. Oh no.
What'd you do?
There's washers on this and they fell in.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
Okay,
no.
one fell on the ground somewhere over here.
No, I just picked it up. It's right there.
Okay, so now we have 4.
We're missing 2.
2.
Oh no.
They fell in there.
I'm about to have a heart attack.
It's okay, just chill. Go away, actually. Shoot.
No, 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 no.
There's
Oh,
one. He
Atlanta.
found one.
We'll grab
the other one down by the cam.
You see it? Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is one.
Oh my Atlanta.
There it is.
Okay, these are going to get taken off because we do not like them. Yeah, they're going to get shoved up where the sun doesn't shine.
Oh,
Come on. Go in your home. Oh. Okay.
oh gosh.
Whoa!
Robbie!
Shh, it's not me. I didn't do it. Everything is still.
Oh, you got both of them.
Da 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 da. We almost ruined an engine.
You. I helped find them, so I helped fix ruining that engine.
You know what? Disaster. How did one fall through? All right, so believe it or not, nobody stocks a 9/16 freeze plug. So I got some on order, or I'm going to put the other 2 on my lathe and turn them down. But I did find a 1/2 inch over at the tractor store. So we're going to pound 1 in. And then we'll index it with a chisel here in a little bit. We have a good friend, Lynchy. You guys might remember him from last year when we rebuilt his car. He's on his way right now. So we're gonna go drag his car out of the storage unit, and he's gonna take the car and he's gonna go to Power Cruise or something like that, and then he's gonna meet us at the Horsepower Rodeo in 2 weeks. So let's go get that car. We're gonna take King Fred and go pull it to the shop.
You know what? Robbie's not coming with us because Robbie has to do a supplement at the shop. So it's me, Golen, and Hillbilly. We're gonna go get Lynchy's car, bring it back to the shop. That's what we're doing.
Yes, we are.
We'll air this bad boy up.
You ready to steer from the wrong side of the car?
Yeah.
It
Andre, you ran yourself over?
Why did you do that?
I ran myself over.
He's
Right there.
for his toes. He's like, oh no, it hurts. What? Oh god. That's a problem.
We're definitely gonna need to bring a pig mat down here. Or 2 or 3.
We gotta grab some tires. Gigi. There's one.
I'm not even running my own toes over.
Oh no. We got the tires. We got Lynchs Car. Let's take it back to the shop. So Hillbilly turned on the lights on the tow truck because, well, he said for safety, but he said that the brakes in Lynch's car don't work that well.
Cole said he put it to the floor and just.
So we gotta drive a little bit slower. We got Lynch's car back to the shop.
This is a sad moment. He's taking it. He is taking it away from us.
Oh, dude. It's good to see it again, to be honest. I've missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to beat it right up on it.
So he's headed to Minnesota with it, and then after that he's headed to Weston's. So you guys will be seeing it at the Horsepower Rodeo in Winfield, Kansas. We'll be showing you guys. We'll see it again, and I'll make sure. This is like my favorite car.
Okay. You out of
Thank
here?
you, sir. Yeah, man.
You got what,
Hit
like
the road.
a 20-hour drive?
Something like that. Something
How long was
ridiculous.
your flight?
I think we're about 17 hours, so probably should pull up soon for a nap.
Okay, guys. Well, Lynch is gonna take off. It's sad to see this car go, but he's gonna be ripping it. So
I'm going to break this car.
see you later. Drive safe. If you have any issues, call us.
Righto, will do.
All right, we've ran ourselves into another issue. So, Sean was able to make a freeze plug for the oil galley. We got that sucker blocked off. We're gonna use a block off plate to hold it, just in case it wants to pew pew out. But our next dilemma is this guy. So this, we obviously have to trim, but that's not the issue. The issue is this is gonna bump everything out 1/4 of an inch. So now our pulley is gonna be 1/4 inch in. So I'm gonna go over to my friend Scott's, and he's got a water jet, and we're gonna cut us out a ring and then one of these to where I can make a spacer for the lower pulley. 1/4 of an inch. And I'll be back. All right, I went over to Scott's. We got this all water jet out. Now we're gonna make the center ring fit. We're gonna mill this down, mill that down, make a spacer to where we can adapt this to the SFI or the ATI super damper, and it will be spaced out correctly. All right, so Sean built me a plug because we couldn't find one anywhere because lo and behold, there isn't a part store on this earth in Tampe County that sells a 9/16 freeze plug. So as a backup safety, we built a plate because this will have full pressure. So this plate is gonna bolt on right there. And if that tries to ejecto, it can't ejecto. So we'll get some blue Loctite going, get this plate on, and then, oh, that was a lot. There's no reason for that much Loctite. I'm using the blue because what if this has to come back out?
But you're using a lot, might as well shoot a little red.
That's true. Hillbilly's not wrong. Use a lot of blue or a little red. Also, LME sent me this cute little billet aluminum timing guide. So I'm putting it in. This is what came in it. There's nothing wrong with that, but this is even better. This ARP crankshaft pulley bolt needs to be cranked, torqued to 230 foot-pounds of torque. So we're gonna lather it up
Did you know
with
one
some
of those
anti-seize.
those snap-on things are like $750?
That's why I haven't bought one yet. That's why I borrowed Sean's. This is on. This is our little cog drive for the bzz, bzz. I feel like we should probably make sure that this is gonna be close before we get too crazy.
It's gonna cog like it's supposed to.
Let's make sure this cogger's gonna cog. Dude, guess what? 32 quarts of driven racing oil is on its way today.
It's already here. It's heavy. Got picked up.
Guess what, guys?
Here.
32 quarts of oil is here. Look at that! Oh, yeah, my guy.
I like that.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's really loose, but... Oh. There we go. Bing, bing, ping, ping, bing, bing,
Tighter than a
ping.
banjo string.
All right. I'm going to torque all of these bolts to 18 foot-pounds.
Now, do you remember the tutorial I gave you yesterday of how to keep that thing straight?
Nope, I don't remember.
Nope, put your hand on the back of the socket.
Like this?
You're such a good learner. Okay, see how that socket's straight? Nope, that off.
I
Okay.
can't do this like this.
Yes, you can. There you go.
Wait, where's the bolt that needs to be torqued to 230?
Main one right here.
You always make this gasket maker so hard to come out.
You gotta squeeze the life out of it.
Seriously, you gotta squeeze it like it owes you money. Got me a brand new GM, a 126125350 oil pan gasket,
So is that what they said to do so it doesn't
so it doesn't walk out.
walk out?
We're just chiseling. Okay. The nice thing about these is if they try to pressurize and blow out, they're just gonna blow into the oil pan. So now we get our really beautiful LME full pan with motion rake for 7-stage pump. I'm gonna go around, figure out where all my bolts go. Just got off the phone with LME.
This is
Well,
a lot of foot-pounds. What? Oh, I need to go back further?
see that? It's leverage. Why are you giving it to me?
That felt way less tight than mine.
You know what? Torquing bolts are not a two-person job, but it does help when you have a second person.
Who was it that were... Oh yeah, it was Brock. We need to have a softball team.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. Even Hillbilly said he would.
You guys, tell her that's a bad
I want to
idea.
see Hillbilly hit.
Hillbilly
Did you
would
say
not.
softball?
He would
Yeah.
not play softball.
I want to see Hillbilly hit a softball.
Dude. Oh, I bet you did.
Oh, wait.
No, I thought you were on the girls' team.
He's on. He's on board.
Hillbilly's lying to himself. No, all of us.
Which
Okay.
one is... I don't think I got this one.
Double check. There you go.
Yep. Whoa. What's that air?
That is called compressor. Now, 230.
Look at this facial expression.
What? Why do you...
We're going to see how many foot-pounds you can get it to.
I was at like 80 and now I'm at 13.4.
You're not anywhere near where you need to be. Okay. Oh. I'll hold this, you. You're almost there. 196. Go 40 more. You did it!
I had to use my whole weight, but...
Good job. She torqued her first crankshaft pulley bolt to 230 foot-pounds. All right, now we're to the point where we can pull this off the stand, get the transmission put on it, and start to mount it.
We're already there?
Yeah. We're there. All right, this front plate is not wanting to fit. We're gonna have to mill it because the front of this head is a little bit further out than the block. We're gonna get it. It's just gonna take us all night.
We'll just smooth it out a little and it'll be good. Now,
Oh yeah.
we're gonna work.
You know what, Sean? We might just keep you.
All right.
All right, this makes me feel a whole lot better because we have an engine in place thanks to BTR Racing, Golen Performance, and LME, and a lot of others, Holly Performance. Everybody helped us get this project where we're at. LME hooked us up with the dry sump, Golen built us the LSX 440, and BTR provided all the internals. But this is supposed to go to LS Fest tomorrow. So we're still busting our butts. It is in. Now we just gotta hook it all up. All right, so we got the new motor mount plate in. We've got mounts going on the bars. Sean's welding it up. We got to drill some holes, bolt it up, and then we'll have this motor mounted to where we can move the cherry picker. All right, we got all the wiring out. Turbo's going on, exhaust going in. So we're getting a spare wiring harness because I got to extend the cam sensor wiring to the front. And I think we're going to take this to a tuner tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, so we've made a ton of progress, but it didn't come without our problems. So I ordered $2,000 worth of BTR fittings, They're all PTFE. We don't run PTFE. So me being all proactive and ordering stuff ahead of time really screwed me this time. But luckily, I have a problem. When I order stuff, I order way too much. So we were able to find dash 16 fittings over in the box. We have put a fitting on every single line that we need to run. We need to run oil drains, so we've got a fitting on each side. We need to run a pressure line from the external oil filter. We need to run scavenges. We're gonna put the dry sump tank inside the car. And before anybody comes at me about that, don't know where to put it. There's no pressure on it. It's just a holding tank that feeds and gets a return. So, looking pretty sweet. I'd rather be working on the Blazer, but gotta take a break from the Blazer sometimes. I'm gonna go home and sleep. So just tomorrow. Hi, I'm Robbie, and this is me with no sleep.
And this is me on little sleep.
Colton texted me this morning. I woke up late. I'm on my way. And he woke me up when he did that. And I was like, can't even believe you're late. See you soon.
Why would you sleep in?
Gee, we were here so late, but we have our crisis almost averted. Oh my God! Don't worry, camera, I'm coming! Here. Okay, Hillbilly take a side, I'll take a side, Colton take a front. I don't know why we're helping, Hillbilly got it.
Yeah.
Today you haven't seen a lot of updates because it's been all hands on deck, but we've got the oil reservoir. It's a 3-gallon Peterson tank. Final installed. We ended up putting it in the passenger compartment because that's where it fits. I've got the remote oil filter ran. That's right here. I've got my feed line and my pressure line to the oil pan. Now I've got 2 scavenge lines and 1 feed line to put into the tank. That's what me and Sean are working on right now. We're gonna drill some holes in the firewall 2-inch and put these rubber grommets so that the hoses can go through the firewall. As soon as we get those 3 done, we'll put 3 gallons of driven GP1 oil in it. Check this out. I bought a bunch of this. So we're gonna be using driven racing oil GP1 synthetic blend 20W50. So this is way good oil. I ended up buying 32 quarts of it because if you're gonna pay for shipping, you might as well just pay it once.
Might as well get a 50-gallon barrel.
So, and as my theory goes, because I always buy extras of everything, thankfully I did because we've needed extras of everything today because all the stuff that I tried to prepare to buy was wrong.
And it was not a 2 o'clock in the morning buy. It was a...
Yeah, it was in the middle of the day. I'm just an idiot buy. I just bought the wrong stuff. A few more hoses and this baby should be ready to fire. All right, last hose. So this is the feed line. Got the scavenge lines all finished. Got to go just a little bit more. We'll tighten that up and then install it, fill it with oil, and see if this thing will start. And Hillbilly is just a grunting. Turn it on. I want you to spin that pump. We should get oil pressure.
Do we know the direction it's supposed to spin? Kicks that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
You can spin it. We're getting pressure. We got 2 pounds of pressure. Okay, well we know there's oil, so we're at almost 40 PSI. Let's get that bolt out and let's get that pulley aligned. So if we crack the turbo lines, there should be oil at the turbo line.
Yes.
All right, crank it. How much oil pressure is it getting?
It's not on.
Okay, crank it. There's 85 PSI. Let's crack down under on the pressure line. All right, so we had to redo where we pull oil from for the turbos, but we knew to check it. So we checked, there was no oil coming out of the turbos. So we've got our new turbo oil line ran. You guys have it tight over here?
Yeah, cool. Tighten everything.
Okay. As soon as we tighten this up, we'll make sure we got oil at the turbos and try to fire this. It's just gonna make an oily mess, yep. Go.
No oil.
Hold on. Grab me something so I can catch it.
We got those cups right there, Hillbilly.
Hillbilly's mouth.
Come here, Hillbilly. Tell me what kind of oil it is.
Tell me if it's oil.
Driven high-performance oil. I can smell it.
Keep going.
Just keep going.
All right, we got oil. I mean, it's not very much, but you don't want.
No. When it gets, as it gets thinner or warm, it'll get thinner and flow more.
We totally have to re-engineer these oil lines when we get back. This is some thick oil.
Is there oil over there?
No.
Let's get it down. Now that we know it has oil, let's get some fuel in it. Let's just see if it'll fire. I'm hoping it will. I mean, we know the engine runs, but we don't know if it runs in here yet. All right, let's see if it'll start. But something was blowing by.
On this side too.
When you're revving it up, I could feel when
That was coming out of here.
No, I didn't feel nothing here.
I know the exhaust, there's no boost.
It come out of here, like this way. But we got oil dripping down. It's like it's coming through these turbos into the exhaust side of the housing.
All right, so we just called our friend that's a tuner up in Salt Lake, so we're gonna load this up and we're gonna head to Salt Lake and get it dyno tuned.
Crazy.
All right, so we just left BTR Performance. They tuned this engine perfect. We ended up doing 1,124.8 horsepower, which is way more than we need, but it's gonna be fun. So we're headed back to load up on the trailer, and we're sending Owen, Hector, and Colton to Texas. Just like always, we didn't give up. We got it done in the final hour. We have everything finished, and we're ready to go to LS Fest. So make sure you guys follow along, and if you never quit, you'll never fail. Thanks for watching.